Life, what it has been teaching me lately is pushing me into a corner where I don't even know, or I'm not even sure whether I'm making the right choices. Am I making the right decisions? Because the results of the choices that I'm making each and every day of my life right now, at this point in time in my life, it feels like I'm questioning myself a lot. Am I making the right choices? As I've already said, will these choices yield very good results 10 years, 5 years to come? And it has been testing me a lot lately in so many ways, which had me questioning my leadership skills, because I highly believe that everyone is a leader in their own right, regardless of your status, regardless of your size, your identity. Everyone can lead. That's my view when it comes to leadership, because I highly believe that everyone has the qualities of leadership skills. You just have to discover them, and the only way to discover them is having to have mentors who will enlighten you along the way, is having to have a student mentality, a mentality that allows you to constantly learn, which will lead you to constantly improve. And once you improve, you become better as a man, you become better as a woman. And when you become better as a man or even as a woman, that's the simplest way to get the most out of life. And while doing that, you actually learn how to lead the right way. Because for me personally, I didn't start this way. I didn't start with this kind of mentality to say that I am a leader, or I want to become a leader, or I aspire to become a leader. It just happened. When leadership calls, you mustn't decline the call. You must answer. And while doing that, you have to understand that you need to hold yourself accountable to say, every decision that I'm going to make, every choice that I'm going to make, not only will it affect me positively or negatively, it also has the power to affect those who depend on you, to affect those who look up to you, whether positive or in a negative way, by the way. So it all comes down to how you see yourself. Once you see yourself as a leader, you will become one. You are one, in fact. But if you see yourself as someone who doesn't have the qualities, whom doesn't qualify to have to be a leader, you won't qualify to be a leader. But if you say, yes, I understand my current circumstances, but those circumstances will never determine or dictate the person that I become tomorrow. Will never determine or dictate the person that I'm about to become. Who you are, and also who you want to become, it is separated by things that you're not doing. Sorry, by the way. It is separated by the things that you're not doing. For you to move to the right direction, you have to understand that in order to be a person that you've never been before, you must understand that you need to do something that you've never done before. And for you to do something that you've never done before, you have to understand that you have brains. And in order for your brains to function in a way that doesn't destroy, but in a way that it serves you and also the people around you, you have to understand that those brains need information to thrive. Those brains need information to perform, to function. And how will you function if you resist when life starts to teach you lessons that cannot be learned just by reading, cannot be learned just by observing, can only be learned through experience? That's why I'm saying that as a leader, you must have a student mentality. Having a student mentality is not having to read something, it's not having to be taught something or even told something. It's having to have that mindset that will allow you to move through all those ups and downs, situations that are going to test you as a leader, situations that are going to test your leadership skills. Because having to become a leader, you're not even done yet. You still have to experience, you still have to prove yourself to say, if I say as a leader, I will hold myself accountable and so the people around me are accountable. Here is a situation. Show us that accountability. Showcase us that responsibility. You say that you are a responsible leader. Let us see that through your actions. Let us see that through you having to prove yourself. Let us see that through you having to showcase us what it means to be a leader, because we live in a society that seeks and also lacks great leaders. We do have leaders, but effective leadership, for me, I highly believe it can be defined in so many ways, in ways that I don't even see, today's society. It's only a few, and for us to actually thrive, we need great leaders. People like myself will come out to say, yes, I understand that I'm a vulnerable person as a leader, and I'm here to showcase you what I am normally up to. Each step that I'm going to take, each decision that I'm going to make, each choices that I'm going to make is going to affect you, whether positively or negatively. And I'm vulnerable, and I'm open to be corrected. I'm open to be taught. I'm open to learn. That's a great leader according to my own understanding. And others might define it as other person who has other attributes. But for me, I highly believe that what I've already said is actually enough to define a leader. So, for more life-changing information, there is an upcoming book titled To the Leader in You by myself, Duncan Mnisi. I will leave the link to the book on the description box. On that note, I'm not sure if you did happen to find value in what I've shared with you on today's video, but if you did, please let me know in the comment section on what value you picked out in this video. Also guys, for more life-changing information, as I've already said, there is an upcoming book titled To the Leader in You by Duncan Mnisi, which I've already left the link to the book on the description box. On that note, if you are new into this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. On that note, I will see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnisi. I will see you guys on the next one. Do not forget to lead the right way. Become a leader you wished you had. Become a leader you would follow yourself. See you on the next one.